Good morning, guys. How are you? Right, let's look at this Decathlon 920E and let's give these brakes a bit of attention. Movement on the lever for the front brake is okay, but if you look at the front brake, this V brake is moving out of proportion to that one. If you look at the back, this side is hardly moving, the other side's moving loads. The pads look okay in relation to the tyre. You have to be careful that the pads don't rub on the tyre, they need to be on the braking surface. Let's have a look from this side. So they're out of balance, but the pads are, the blocks are certainly clearing the tyre. Let me just get a pointer. So what you have to be cautious of is the brake block is clear of the tyre, because if the brake block rubs on the tyre, it'll wear your tyre through. So what I'm going to do though is you undo this with a 5mm Allen key. We need to pull this cable through a bit. Before we do that, just bear with me. Let's turn this in. Right, so that's so now that pulls right up and it won't even brake. There's Lucy dashing through on a mission. So now as the brake blocks wear, you can turn this out, which lengthens the outer cable. Right, so I'm going to sit you on the table and I just hope you can see the bike. I just tilt you forwards a bit. What's that like? So I had a 5mm Allen key. Excuse me back. I'm going to undo the Allen key. I'm going to hold the cable here firmly with my fingers, put my thumb against the brake lever, slacken off the screw. You don't need to go too far. I've gone a full turn on that, and then pull it through. Won't over tighten it. I'll show you what I've done. So here you can see where the cable's clamped under the screw, because it started to spread the individual wires in the cable. So let's just see what movement we've got now. That's the brake lever. I think there's still a lot of movement. Look, they're nearly pulling right up to the bar grip. So let's do that again. Undo. Oops, that went too far. Slacken it off a bit. Sometimes it's better to pull it all the way through, then you can control how far back it goes. So you can see here, that's how much we've pulled the cable through by. But if you remember, when I turned in the screw at the other end, I probably gained most of that when I adjusted that. So let's look at this. Let's look at this. That'll do for me. Tighten that up. Poke the cable in there. So that's sort of got the cable tidied up so it's not sticking in the way. Operate the brake lever. This one's moving quicker than that one. So we adjust those with these screws. There's 2 screws. As you turn that in, it'll put more spring pressure on, which will move this out. So let's go on the other side. Let's turn this one in. Right. I think I need to put you down a minute. Oh, actually, let's get you in there. They're pulling up pretty uniformed, and obviously that degree of, that amount of movement, the brake block will be clearing the cable. So let's go to the front one then. I'm happy with the amount of movement I've got on there. It's just that this one seems to bind. I like to screw these screws in, because the further both screws are in, the more pressure, spring pressure they have, so they don't jam up with mud or anything else. So actually I'm going to have to sit you down for this. Just hoping you can see the front of, let me just talk, yeah, you can see the front of the bike, can't you? Right, so the screw, when I turn them in, I'm going to turn on that, and I should go turn on that, wrong lever. Right, so that one's moving, that one isn't, so we give that one a bit more, giving a bit more spring pressure. We'll move the brake the arm off. This screw is fairly tight though. What have we got there? Still not there. Oh, they are tight. We're getting there though. I reckon I have to back the other one off a bit, because what happens is you can get an imbalance. Right, let's screw this one out a bit. Right, there's neither of them moving, is there? Right, we're getting there. Movement on both. When I turn the steering straight, it may be different because of the bit more. You see, I've turned the steering now and it's all to pop. Anybody think I hadn't done this before? So let's start again. Get the screws out of it. Put a bit more on this side. Right. That one's moving a whisker quicker, but I'm going to leave it at that and let it settle down. See, I've turned the steering again, and let's move that. I did notice when I'm pushing the bike, it does sometimes put the front brake on, but that's balanced. That's balanced good enough for me. What's happening, the routing of the cable comes down behind this gear cable, because the gear cable is wrong. That's better. Right, so let's start again. That works. Turn the steering. So that's just how things can catch you out. The cables have got crossed over. So it's either how to set your brakes or how not to set your brakes. No, the brakes are set, it works for me. I hope that's been informative. It's the Decathlon between 920e electric. You'll sort me out on it. I'm not going to play with the gears. It is ready for service. It's ready for its first service. I'm sure when they manufacture these bikes, they don't lube the cables very much. The cables do need lubricating. There's my Allen key. The cables do need lubricating properly, but that's another little maintenance job. Hello. That's another little aspect of maintenance that we'll do. But coming home yesterday, the brakes, both brakes were binding. That's better. You look into the sun. Right, thank you for watching. Hope that's helped you do something on your bike. Don't be scared of bikes. Don't be scared of doing stuff. Catch you on the next one. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Please message me. Please leave a comment. Please watch another video another day. Thank you.